Okay. So first of all, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me on the channel. So to start with, so in general, some of the key roles and responsibilities of portfolio managers are ensuring that projects align with strategic goals of the company, that there's a process in place for prioritizing projects. You have an overview of resource allocation across the portfolio. You manage like the dependencies and risks between the projects, and also you communicate with stakeholders just on a general portfolio health. Going back to my work at Icelandbanki, first a little bit of history. I was managing a department of project managers. We were mainly focused on IT projects. But since we were like the only center of excellence in project management at the time, we were sort of expanded, and at the end we were managing all types of projects, especially if they were connected with IT. And then came along a very special project. So in Iceland, we have a centralized deposit and payment system that's run by like a separate company. And this system was like running a mainframe, getting like end of life. And they wanted to change the system, but of course it was really tightly integrated with most of the bank's systems and processes. So changing this was a huge undertaking, and it was a project of 3 years, and it consumed almost half of all project resources at the bank at the time. So before this project came along, there was no real overall project prioritization at the bank. But management, they wanted to know, okay, what other projects can we work on alongside this monster of a project? And they started this initiative, doing like ABC prioritization, A meaning, okay, these are the most important projects, and C, not so important. So they asked managers, okay, can you please rate your projects, ABC? And they had like 140 projects, and surprisingly, managers said, yeah, 130 projects were in the A category, 10 in the B, and none in the C. So basically, it wasn't useful at all. I had some previous experience with prioritization models, so I proposed, okay, guys, how about we do like a real prioritization using a model to help us? And that was accepted, and we did that, and we put also in place the governance processes. Needed to do that. So my role in this was like leading the development of this prioritization model and structuring the governance around that, and then running and maintaining the portfolio. However, we had a big challenge because we didn't have any PPM software at the time. So we just had Excel. And that was a bit tricky. It was cumbersome to maintain like the prioritization. It was hard to give any real overview. We didn't, of course, have any dashboards or reports for management. And of course, Excel wasn't connected to any other system, so we didn't have any like data upgrades or like on progress of projects or project cost, etc., etc. So we didn't really have any good tool for measuring project performance, getting information on resource usage, having like demonstrating dependencies between projects or showing just the overall project portfolio health.